Hello, my name is Tyler Kelly. My passage comes from Charles Dickens' novel, Martin Chuzzlewit. The passage comes from the 5th chapter. In this scene, Mark and Tom Pinch are discussing their plans about traveling to Salisbury, and Pinch inviting Mark to travel with him, and Mark saying he no longer wishes to visit the dragon. "Why, Mark," said Tom Pinch, stopping. "Who'd have thought of seeing you here? Well, this is surprising." Mark touched his hat and said, with a very sudden decrease of vivancy, that he was going to Salisbury. "And how spruce you are, too," said Mr. Pinch, surveying him with great pleasure. "Really, I didn't think you were half such a tight-made fellow, Mark." "Thank you, Mr. Pinch. Pretty well for that, I believe. It's not my fault. You know, with regard to being spruce, sir, that where it is, you see," and here he looked practically gloomy. "Where what is?" Mr. Pinch demanded. "Where the aggravation of it is. Any man may be in good spirits and good temper when he is well dressed. There ain't much credit in that. If I was very ragged and very jolly, then I should begin to feel I had gained a point, Mr. Pinch." "So you were singing just now to bear up, as it were, against being well dressed, eh, Mark?" said Pinch. "Your conversation's always equal to print, sir," rejoined Mark with a broad grin. That was it. "Well," cried Pinch, "you are the strangest young man, Mark, I ever knew in my life." "I always thought so, but now I am quite certain of it. I am going to Salisbury too. Will you get in? I shall be very glad of your company." The young fellow made his acknowledgments and accepted the offer, stepping into the carriage directly and seating himself on the very edge of the seat with his body half out of it, to express his being there on sufferance, and by the politeness of Mr. Pinch. As they went along, the conversation proceeded after this manner. "I more than half believed just now, seeing you so very smart," said Pinch, "that you must be going to be married, Mark." "Well, sir, I've thought of that too," he replied. "There might be some credit in being jolly with a wife, especially if the children had the measles and that, and was very fractious indeed, but I am a'most afraid to try it. I don't see my way clear." "You're not very fond of anybody, perhaps," said Pinch. "Not particular, sir, I think. But the way you would be, you know, Mark, according to your viewings of things," said Mr. Pinch, "to marry somebody you didn't like and who was very disagreeable. So it would, sir, but that might be carrying out a principle a little too far, mightn't it?" "Perhaps it might," said Mr. Pinch, at which they both laughed gaily. "Lord bless you, sir," said Mark, "you don't half know me, though. I don't believe there ever was a man as could come out so strong under circumstances that would make other men miserable as I could, if I could only get a chance. But I can't get a chance. It's my opinion that nobody will ever know half of what's in me unless something very unexpected turns up. And I don't see any prospect of that. I am going to leave the dragon, sir." "Going to leave the dragon?" cried Mr. Pinch, looking at him with great astonishment. "Why, Mark, you take my breath away." "Yes, sir," he rejoined, looking straight before him and a long way off, as men do sometimes when they coagulate profoundly. "What's the use of me stopping at the dragon? It ain't all the sort of place for me. When I left London and took that situation here, I quite made up my mind that it was the dullest little out-of-the-way corner in England, and that there would be some credit in being jolly under such circumstances. But, Lord, there's no dullness at the Dragon. Skittles, cricket, quillets, nine pins, comic song, choruses, company round the chimney every winter's evening. Any man could be jolly at the Dragon. There's no credit in that."